Hello everyone. I hope and pray that you're well. It's summer. I've had a surprising amount of people ask me if we're planning to continue our midweek messages now that we're meeting again in person. And we've been thinking a little bit about that. I've been thinking about that, and really it kind of depends. Some people have actually said they get quite a bit out of those short, concise midweek messages, especially if they're not able to attend worship in the week. Others have pointed out how much that the midweek messages have improved over the course of the last year. And one person, in fact, a person who will remain nameless, told me that the messages are so much better than those first midweek messages hostage on camera vibe. Ouch. What did I ever really do to Megan? I don't know. Anyways. No, seriously, they were a bit creepy to be fair. I do know that I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to be on vacation starting the next Monday, and we'll revisit the videos come the fall. And also that if COVID has taught us anything, it's to review and evaluate what we do and why we do it. So maybe that's also an invitation for each of us to kind of review and reevaluate your own spiritual growth, your connection to the worshiping community of Terra CRC over the summer months. Because if producing video content, videos like this, and even our Sunday services means you've got a reason not to join us in worship, then I might choose not to produce any of those videos. Because hopefully over the course of the next number of weeks, everybody's going to get vaccinated who hasn't been fully vaccinated yet, and the COVID numbers will continue to remain low in BC, and attending worship is going to be safe and comfortable for everyone. And I didn't produce this video, and I'm not here to make people feel guilty about church or guilt people into coming to church. That's not it at all. If you're still uncomfortable or have other reasons not to attend, we certainly hope and pray that online content, worship services, and these videos help you be connected to God, to be connected to us. But as we move through summer and towards fall, it's I think a good chance, a good opportunity for individuals and families to commit to attending worship. I mean, there are way more benefits to attending worship than watching on video. I've seen a lot over the first couple of weeks of return to worship. I've seen a lot of emotional people in our worship services. And some have said quite simply, it's just the singing, right? The group of people gathered around praising God. It's just so moving. Others have simply said, it's just being with our people again, being together, the fellowship. Some have pointed to prayers or passing the peace, even though that's been awkward sometimes, or some people even just to the shared silence. Some have pointed out that being together bolsters their faith, right? It seems so much more real, sitting together with others in a shared space. And others have pointed out that we're a body, that we need each other, and that there's nothing like rejoicing with those who rejoice and weeping with those who weep, and you can't do that on video, right? And I'm also, I guess, perfectly fine that nobody mentioned as a reason, the witty, dynamic preaching that they receive, in person. That's not it, of course. I've led a couple of weddings over the summer, and that's been a privilege. And what I do after I pronounce a couple married, I often say, what God has joined together, let no one separate. What God has joined together, let no one separate. And I sometimes think that that parallels kind of a bit of a prayer we have for the church, for the bride of Christ, gathered for worship, right? What a privilege it has been for us to gather together again. And what a prayer. What God has joined together, let no one separate. The peace of Christ be with you all.